card after mulliganing and putting the extra forest on top really hurt us. Maybe I should have chucked away the forest regardless. It just seemed like such a good play for what we were doing. What is he? He's like 2-2 hasted and generates dumb shit? Okay. Dude, he's gonna take 6 back, huh? Okay. I guess he can, after I untap, remove the Phoenix with like the heart. What is that 2-mana kill a creature? Yeah, here. Okay. Didn't he miss 1 damage? I guess he doesn't want my regen. Fatal Push, okay. Alright, not exactly my ideal card draw from this position. But it's not terrible either. I've got mana, it's a mana sink now. Generates some health. Depends if he can remove the Phoenix token as well. I presume he can from the way he did that, but we'll see. Oh, now he generates a token, sacks it, and kills my Phoenix. That sucks. I still have to no block. I could get cutesy and try to block because he's gonna ping it, but then I just take then I just trade it off for free and he's not forced to give it up. I think I prefer to make him use it. He should have sacked there for +1 damage on Captain Lannery, right? Maybe he doesn't see it. I mean, I feel like he set that play up. Ah, I see. He's got another play. Awesome. Alright, can I have some gas now? Like, we got this thing stealing my card. This is kind of gas. It's just really late now. I'm at 12. It's probably too late, honestly. Fucking Valky just destroying our game plan. Weird attack. It's so much more reasonable. Alright. So I take 3, 6, 8, 9, 10 if I block Valky. Can he convert it instant speed, chat? Yep. So he can become a 3/3 at instant speed? Oops. No, 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 no. No! So I have to trade probably this thing that generates a thing he can set. Can I go to blockers already or what? No? Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna have the mana to do what I need to do next turn. Block Midnight Reaper? No. I can't deny him the cards. It'd be nice to deny him the cards, but I'm gonna die to the damage. And this thing does 1 damage pings to either a creature or my face every single turn, right? We have to try to live here. It might even been too greedy to generate with the goose. It might have been better to draw to gain 2. Well, 3, but -1, right? Alright, I mean, very exciting opponent. Oh, great. So I can gain 4, go to 10. He's got 9 on board. What does this thing do? Equipped creature has +3, +0. So we lose from here. Kind of annoying. I think we were fine if I could resolve my fucking Rada on 3. He's had no interaction. He's just had creatures. This 1 interaction, nothing else. And we just didn't draw anything with that forest on top. I mean, I can cycle, but there's nothing to fucking find, right? Awesome. Well, that was a thoroughly not fun game. Mulligan into hand destruction, taking out the only play that saves us from the mulligan. Feels really bad. Really bad. Don't get to see a lot of these cards do things. So, I mean, we look at this deck, like, half this shit never resolved. I mean, we took 4 wins, I guess, but whatever. This card, we never resolved this card. Tristani was excellent. Trolls would have been fucking garbage. Gargarth was fine. Chandra underperformed. Traxos won us a game. Icy Manipulator was solid. Helm won us a game. Showdown was excellent. This card was okay. We killed a couple things. It wasn't majorly impactful one way or the other. Phoenix was fine. Surveyor was probably MVP. This card was good. It drew removal each time we played it. We never got to use it as a mana dork, but that's why we never got to use it, because people removed it every time. The Giant was medium. Radha was great until we couldn't play it, and then it was a fucking scam. We got baited into putting a forest on the top of our library. Brontodon was solid. Visionary was good. We never drew a card off Bestiary. We scryed twice was this thing in 6-7 games. So that was an interesting. That underperformed massively. I don't think we cast either of these spells. Goose was fine. Jet was fine. Royal was okay. I don't know. Feels like just a medium power level deck. Just got beat. We got beat a couple times really nasty, right? So... do I draft one more? It's 309. I don't know if I want to draft one more. I'm kind of annoyed with those games. This format seems to make a lot of non-games. Like games that, like, there's just, you know, okay, I might as well not have showed up for this one. I was never going to win this one. Yeah. Let's at least draft one more, I guess. All right, what was the payout for that? 3,000. So we lost 1,000 gold on that. Oh well. Okay. It's pretty cheap, Galvia, because the format is Phantom, which means you don't keep the cards. So it's 4,000 gold, or like, I don't remember what the gem cost was. We just looked at it. Okay. Yeah, keep snowballs fat. I don't know. I'm salty about it though, chat. Right? Like I left that Magic experience not having enjoyed those games, feeling like I didn't get to do any of the things that my deck was going to do, right? So black was rock to my scissors. Well, it's pretty stupid when the game plays rock, paper, scissors with colors, and then you match into players randomly with colors with best of one. I mean, that's just a stupid system, huh? So I agree, we got pretty hard counter there. All right, so what's in this pack? We have a Sword of Body and Mind, which seems busted as fuck. Like you connect once or twice, you win the game with that. There's 3 solid black cards. I'm looking at Eldest Reborn, which is excellent. The Lieutenant was fine for the opponent. Nothing spectacular about it. Sublime is quite good. It's just very expensive. Fatal Push and Contempt are both cheap removal. I feel like if we take this, we pass 2 premium removal cards. This leaves us open. Mortal Sun's there. I mean, that's powerful for 6 mana. Is that a first pickable? I don't want to take black, chat. We don't cut black at all. It's going to be totally open, and we're going to be fighting the next player for it. Part of me is between Sword and Epiphany for me. Immortal Sun's not strong enough compared to Sword or Epiphany. It's just strong, but it takes time. It takes time to get going, and it takes over the game slowly, right? Like, these cards are just nuts. I don't necessarily want to be blue. Sword is much greater than Epiphany. I don't know, man. I like that this leaves me open to another color, but I don't like leaving this in the pack. So there we go. Undecided. It was that pick. Immediately punished. All right, what are these? So we picked blue as opposed to staying open. Probably better than Sword, honestly. When Angel sanctions on the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until he leaves, and bomb 6 comes back. So there's a 5 mana, can do this twice, but they get it back when they kill it. I don't like this god. The Gearhulks trample, 5/5 trample, enters as an 8/8 trample. Or something else. That one's pretty strong. Earthquake, Heart, gets weaker. Hallowed Blade is a strong attacker. Do we try some? I mean, this card does not go with Hallowed Blade, though. They're the opposite type of card. There's cheap blue removal here. That probably won't wheel. And a Triome. There's a Triome and a Biome. That's true. There's a Breeding Pool and a Triome and colors we're not playing. I don't know, man. Kind of over the big green stuff, honestly. I'm kind of looking at Angel right now. I'm so salty from last game. Like it's disrupting my mental processes. Like I'm sitting here going like, fuck that game, fuck that, and it's just like repeating in my head. So I don't know. All right, what do we just pick up? Fae of Wishes. Pretty weak, honestly. Doomscar seems like what we want here. Idol's garbage. It's not. It's a 2-mana ramp spell. I guess the ramping part of that makes that better. I was thinking it was just literally a 2/2. Like an artifact creature that sometimes dodge removal. You know what else is nice in control? A sweeper. Like maybe we'll get another idol. I feel like the Foretold sweeper is pretty solid. It's that or the idol. I don't think anything else even gets here. Yeah. Hanged Executioner is another white removal spell creature. There's a Maze Mind Tome in there. We lost games to Veto. Well, we didn't lose games to Veto. We actually beat Veto. What we didn't beat was the top deck fucking might of the goddamn Dread Horde summon 3 planeswalkers and a planeswalker and 3 creatures back into the battlefield, including the unbeatable Veto. You know, like, so we beat him once. We just didn't beat him round 2. This is either Hanged Executioner or Maze Mind Tome for me. This card's a bit clunky, but it's okay. God, the tilt. Not wrong. Not wrong. Definitely tilted. All right. Instant speed cycling, fixing over there. There's the combo. So we passed the combo. Not quite, I guess. We don't have Vraska for that yet. I think this is just Surveyor. I'm still not sure I'm playing blue. Take Witch. We have to have... Do we have life gain at all? No? Is that build around? Doesn't feel like it. I think I just take this. Okay. Mana Rock adds 2 that we can sack to draw later. There's a Glass Casket for cheap white removal in the color we're playing. That seems good. This is draw. Happy with Glass Casket. Blue doesn't seem open. We haven't seen blue cards. Don't know if it means it's not open. This is pretty early on to claim that blue's not open, right? We'll be seeing... If there were 2 good cards in any of those blue packs, we probably would have seen them. So I don't know. Crawling Barrens is the creature land. Immolation. What's the outlaw? This is the guy who just like kind of fucked up our day a little bit. And then there's Shade. Shade was really solid for us. We passed a lot of black though. Again, I'm kind of expecting black to be closed. Decent removal creature for the artifacts. A nice... I mean, this is pretty late for a Paradise Druid. Is it possible green is open? Dude, I don't know. Paradise Druid is really good. These cards both had really high power levels. I don't know that we're... I mean, we have creatures that... We can make this deck more aggressive with some equipment, I guess. It's just our creatures are not aggressive creatures. They're really defensive, control-y creatures. It's a Traxos. Not as exciting for this deck so far. Tendershoot Dryad will win the game. Kind of. Probably not in this format, honestly. What's Thirst for Knowledge? Card's bad. Phoenix of Ash. This has Escape. That's reasonable. Maybe we're red-white aggressive and we don't play that and we wish to God we'd taken that sword. Maybe. Alright. There's that first pack. A Braid Wield. That's super good in this format. Instant speed, creature, or... Maybe this... Was this the first pack? Yeah. This is our first pack. We just didn't even see this because we weren't looking. I don't think I want the engine. Engine feels really greedy. Okay. Happy with an Abrade. It's underrated? How is Abrade underrated? Isn't it like the premium fucking removal? So light up the stage in a Hallow Blade. It's kind of awkward because I want them both. I'd take the Rada in a heartbeat if we were anywhere near green, but we passed all the good green cards. Light up the stage is excellent. I think Hallow Blade, if we're now going white-red a little bit aggressive, is super good. It's so fucking hard to get away from, get it done with, right? Fine. Okay. All right. Roiling Eruption goes face. It's a finisher. It's a combination light lava axe / lightning bolt. We've got Thrash Threat, which is pretty bad. We've got Firebrand. I don't think we're so aggressive that we need a Firebrand. I'll take the Royal. Looks like red is pretty open. The devil patent wield as well. Red is very open. It's a pyromancer and a weaponize the monsters. I'll take the pyromancer. It's actually playable. Shade last pick. I don't understand people. That card is good. All right, Lyra. I mean, the card's good. There's another Wrath. There's a Maul. Is Maul better than Lyra? 5 mana, 5/5 flying lifelink angel is pretty fucking pretty disgusting, chat. I actually do want equipment, but this is the kind of the wrong equipment for a little tiny weenie deck. Maul is awesome. I think I'll take Lyra. All right. What else is in here? Coming through. Usher of the Fallen, boasting 2/1 human warrior creatures. That's what I was thinking the tokens were, by the way. We've got it's green. White red removal with integrity. Intervention is pretty solid. Could probably wait on Usher. It's a decent fucking dude though. Takes over the board so quickly. Do we take this and then hope to wield that? I think we don't want double vision, and intervention isn't anywhere near our deck. There's not a lot of red in here. I guess Helm's okay too. I think we take the Usher. There's a red-white duel too. Yep. It's too bad because Doomscar gets a lot worse with the deck that our deck has morphed into, as does Surveyor, quite honestly. So it kind of sucks that our first couple picks are blank so hard. Hazard seems to be the type of thing we'd want in a deck like this. It's a red-white beater card that wants us to have low hand count. This card was pretty solid too. But I'll take Hazard, hope to wield the monument, I guess. We need combat tricks. We need something that lets us attack with low hit point or low toughness creatures for sure. I hate decks like this though. This is going to be like, oh, let's hope we draw a curve. If we draw a curve, we do what the other guys were doing to us, where we just face roll everything beneath us. And if we don't draw a curve, sometimes we just fucking lose. Sarkon's pretty hard to beat. Dragonfire is really nice removal. This card is the dragon one, right? So he actually is a 4/4 dragon, and he creates dragons. 2. I think it's Sarkon over the Dragonfire, but it might not be. We don't need a fuck ton of top end in a deck like this, and we have a fuck ton of top end. That's not terrible either. Card seems very strong. Dude, Valky's in here too. Don't have a lot of dudes with 3 power though right now. We have 4 guys with 2 power. We can use multiples. I think I'm taking Sarkon. Alright. Tybalt. Scatterskull. Evolving Wilds. We don't want tap lands in this deck. There's no white cards. Well, there is. There's a Warrant. It's Tybalt, I guess. It's okay. I don't hate Tybalt.
You should be flattered. I decided
we can turn it into an attacker. Tajik's pretty good. Nice attacking creature that makes other creatures hard to block. There's also Ancestral Blade as decent equipment. It's not great equipment, but it's fine. And a Demon Bolt, pretty solid as well. I think I Tajik ahead of the Demon Bolt. I think this card is exactly the card we want in a deck like this. Mentor Haste can get first strike. Lava Mancer's a 1-drop. You're not wrong. Rimrock Knight is actually a card we'd play in a deck like this. Insult Injury is actually a card we play in. What is this? Dragon Master Outcast, 1 mana, 1/1. Beginning of your upkeep, if you control 6 or more lands, create a red dragon creature token with flying. What? Can I just play that? That card seems good. There's also Shepherd. Shepherd's excellent as well. What the fuck? I want like all the cards in this pack. Card seems crazy though. I don't know. It might be too slow, but it feels like 6 or more lands is often a state where we find ourselves in draft. This card pumps your team. This card is cute, but seems like a red-blue card. What is this card? That's the one that deals damage to creature twice. I'm going to take Curve over removal in a deck like this, I think. I don't know what that card... We'll read that card in a second. So Spike Field is the land or 1 damage to things. What are the rest of these? Land or... Oh, the FUD or land? I'll take that. Or whatever the fuck it is, the sacrifice, throw it at it. So we did wheel Integrity, Intervention, and Tormentor's Helm. Looks like we're correct that red is pretty open here. It's okay, we need equipment. Do we want Helm or First Combat Trick? It's a pretty nice one. It goes face with the intervention portion of it. I'm okay with that. I would like some equipment, but maybe we can get higher powered equipment. I don't think I'm playing either of those cards. Dragonfire and Caravan wheeled. So the two other cards we were considering in that pack wheeled. 2 mana remove things at instant speed is pretty solid. Cultivator got better with the creatures we drafted. I don't know which of those we want. I think I take the removal. We passed a lot of removal, and this is the type of removal we'd like to play. Cheap, instant speed, and pretty solid. I don't think we're playing a Wrath. This is pack 2. This deck seals fine for pack 2. By the time we hit pack 3, I don't like our 5s in here so much, but it's really a 1. But we'll see. I really want to see this dragon 1/1 and going. I mean, it seems crazy, but it also seems terrible. It's a 1/1 with no text on it when you draw it early. So I took it over pretty decent other cards, right? We had the Shepherd, and I can't remember the other card. Okay. Math is for blockers is deck name. The Lava Ments are wheeled. Did Spectral Sailors there too. I guess the format's too fast for Spectral Sailor to be any good. Shock, that's right. I don't regret it over Shock. Shock's nice, but I don't know. Maybe I do regret it. Frenzy, this is actually a Frenzy deck. Lava Coil hits fucking everything and is a bomb. Sigiled Sword is decent in a deck like this, although it's expensive to equip. But we are looking for equipment that's powerful, and this is powerful equipment. I don't know what Awakening does. It's a land that I can cycle. Bugler hits quite a lot in this deck, but not all of it. And Cat has Embalm. Ah, dude, Lava Coil's pretty nice. Maybe we hope to wield the Frenzy. There aren't a lot of decks that can run Frenzy, right? Bone Crusher Giant seems like an absolute bomb for what we're doing. What is Hellhound? 0/1. That seems really bad. So it's a 1 mana 2/3 if I draw lands, otherwise it's useless. Yeah, I don't think there's anything even close to Bone Crusher for us here. I do want a piece of equipment here though. We passed like 3. It's too bad our first pick wasn't Sword. If our first pick was stay open, pick Sword instead of Epiphany, we'd be in really good shape. That card seems amazing, but it's nowhere near us. Glorious Protector is actually pretty good too. Exile any number of non-angel creatures you control. Why would I want to? I don't think that helps us here though. It's just a cheap flyer, right? Flash flyer. Squeeze okay. I don't always sack it. Fight with Fire, pretty solid here. I think I take Fight with Fire over Crash Through, Squee, or Glorious Protector. Angel is board wipe protection. You're saying I can wipe my own board? Are you saying I can hold it and then flash it in? I don't hate the card. I don't think it advances our game plan. All right, that's equipment, right? 7 damage target creature cycling. Cycle, you can have 2 damage target creature. That's a pretty cycling at 4. Bag of Holding is really slow for what we're doing. Gargaroth's still there. We're gonna be passing that on. Castle is pretty good in a pretty heavily red deck. I don't know what Shelter is. 2 mana target creature you control gains protection from a color of your choice. That's okay. What does this guy do? Torif, God of Fury, 5/4 Trampler. Lets me redirect spells. I have quite a few damage base removal spells, and it's a piece of equipment. I think that's good enough. And this is the land that becomes... Okay. There's a Banefire as a finisher. Seal Away as cheap removal, but the enemy has to be tapped. God's Willing is super cheap combat trick. There's a Bomat Courier for refueling our hand. I don't know what Investigate is. Creates a clue token, okay. And Sweltering Suns as cycling removal. Is this just Banefire? And a portion of the games we just Banefire them in the fucking face and laugh and laugh. I'm kind of on the God's Willing or the Banefire. I love Seal Away, but We're looking pretty red and pretty aggressive. All right. Harvester's okay. It's 3 mana Shadow Spear is interesting. It's not a very big pump effect. What is this thing? Ferocidon? Oh, that's that pretty nasty 3-drop. That's pretty fucking good. The Pouncer's fine, but not exciting. I kind of want a couple cards in this pack. Maybe we'll wheel something. I'll take the red card. All right. Torbran is pretty good for aggressive red decks. We got a Loxodon, also good for aggressive red-white decks. I don't know what this guy is. 2/2 flash, first strike, protection from God. When he enters the battlefield, exile one target attacking or blocking creature until he leaves the battlefield. Also really good. Approach of the Second Sun, not so good. Angel of Intervention is also pretty fucking bomb. Shit. I think it's Loxodon. Dude, Earthshaker's here. That's a seriously solid aggro card. Forces damage through early, then forces damage through late, even if it gets removed. Yeah, Frenzy Wield. There's also Bugler and Sword. This deck is starting to get kind of crazy. Might be mono red too. I think we have enough 3-drops that I don't really want to run Bugler. This is either Frenzy or Sword. I think we're going to run Frenzy. I don't really like Frenzy, but it's okay. That's the Trollhound. It should have been a Trollhound. This shouldn't have been an Elemental Dog. It should have been Trollhound. Blast Zone is playable for red, but not really. Crush the Weak's not playable for us. And what does Pride of Conquerors Ascend? Your creatures get +1/+1 down a turn. If you City's Blessing, they get +2/+2. Is that good enough for us? I'm not playing that card. That might be good enough. Squee Wield, Crash Through Wield. Do we want a Squee or a Crash Through? Squee's okay. Dude, last pick Llanowar Elves. Okay, opponents. Castle Wield. I'm not sure we're playing white. Like, the white cards aren't super strong. A couple of them are alright, but a couple of them aren't. And then, I don't know. I'm not sure we're playing white yet, chat. Sweltering Suns and Bomat Courier Wield. I'll take the Courier. I mean, we have like half of like a mono red deck here. We've got like a constructed mono red. We've got Fairies last in here. All right, what the fuck are we doing with this deck? That is a question I have. There's probably answers in there somewhere, but God alone knows what they are. All right, we're not playing Vraska, and we're not playing Bolus's Citadel. And we're not. I don't know if we're playing Obosh yet. I gotta look. I gotta read the card, what it triggers off of. Okay, we have 1,057 cards, so that's good. If we played mono red, what does it look like? Just out of curiosity. So what are we losing? Losing some solid white reds. Losing some solid white aggro. Losing our top end. I mean, that, I think we just pulled out like half our best cards. We certainly never drew another Loxodon. Or another Loxodon. I read chat and responded at the same time. We certainly never saw another white card after pack, like, what was it, 1? All right, what does this card do? Your deck generally lands. Your starting deck contains only cards with odd converted mana costs and land cards. So we couldn't play 2-drops. That seems like a no. If a source you control with an odd converted mana cost would deal damage to a permanent or player deals double. I mean, that's kind of like, it's kind of a big fuck you, but I'm not sure it's a strong enough fuck you to play. It's the only piece of equipment we ended up drafting. We passed the blade, the Night Blade twice. We passed the Mill Blade once. We passed the Red Hat, and we maybe passed one of the +2/+Os. Nope. Loxodon just needs a single white source to be played. So I can convoke that with 1 plains. I think I just want to look at the other cards we're playing here. Like, our cards seem good. Fight with Fire is a bit slow. This is a land. Our 3-drops seem pretty good. Phoenix is some recursion. Squeeze a little bit slow too. I don't think this is a surveyor deck. I don't think I have anything to sack to it or any reason to do it. Braid's good. Firetail, Direfleet Daredevil's totally fine as well. It's a little situational, but it's also a beater. Earthshaker's awesome. Lava Coil's awesome. Magda. I have no other dwarves. What do I do with this? Every time I attack, every time it becomes tapped. So it's just a 2/1 for 2 who creates treasure tokens. That's pretty good on the ramp. We saw how powerful that was with the fucking other guy. Royal seems fine. Dragonfire's good. Thundering Rebuke is maybe a question mark. Pyromancer's another aggressive 2. We have this Dragon Master. Probably doesn't make this deck, honestly. I'm going to get a Lava Runner. Do I have enough instants and sorceries to make Lava Runner a real thing? If I keep cutting them, I won't. Alright, I'm not sure that card's impactful enough to care about. Hazoret and Experimental Frenzy are. Do I play Torolf? Equipped creature has... So I can cast a 2-mana hammer. And it has unequip. If I unequip it, I ping a target and bounce it to my hand. Otherwise, I get +3/+0 if it's a legendary creature. I kind of want to play white in this deck, chat. I'm just looking at what the red deck would look like if we cut it down to this. By the way, this is like probably too many lands. I think this is a 16 land deck. So like that right now. So we're 5 cards off full. I don't think I have 5 red cards I want to play here. I think I have like 3. I mean, like, this card is quite strong. That card is very strong. Hollow Blade is quite strong. Casket's reasonable. Usher is excellent. And Loxodon goes in this deck. Oh, when do you get points for the previous draft? Right now, sorry. I got 4 wins in the last one, right? Is that right, chat? Yeah. Fight with Fire is good reach. Yeah, it is. I kind of have a card that does that already. It's not quite as good as 10 reach, but it's a lot cheaper. We have the we've got the Broilin or whatever the fuck it's called. Do I have, okay, first of all, do I have enough instants and sorceries to play Lava Runner? Do we even have a sense of how many that is? Like a 1/2 attacker is like the least exciting thing in the world. I'm not sure I have enough for Lava Runner. Do we play white with this deck? All of our white cards need to be early. We have no mana fixing, and we're probably playing 15 lands. Does Lyra play this deck? I don't think Lyra makes it into this deck. Does Hanged Executioner make it into this deck? Does Glass Casket even make it into this? Thundering Rebuke's pretty solid too. Kills Planeswalkers is nice. Jesus, what do we cut? So this creature seems really unexciting. I do like that I can redirect removal damage with this. But we don't have many legendary creatures, so the hammer's reach though. It is any target. You think Lyra is better than Sarkhan? I don't know, man. So I play Sarkhan, I minus him. We get a 4/4 red flying dragon token. Pass the turn, comes back to our turn. We plus him, and now he's a 4/4 flying dragon himself. And now we have 8 power worth of flying as opposed to 5 power from the Lyra. Are we sure Sarkhan's worse than the Lyra? The other thing is our 2s are pretty weak without white. So Usher's baller, Hollowblade's really strong, and this Honored Crop Captain looks super strong. Our 2s are pretty weak, right? We've got, is this opponent's graveyard? Game, will you let me see this? Enters battlefield, exit target instant sorcery from opponent's graveyard only. So maybe we don't play Daredevil starting. I don't know, but the dwarf generates mana for us, which is pretty solid. Pyromancer's pretty fucking weak. It goes face. I don't really like the Lavamancer either. Double white without fixing is risky. I know you mean well, but that's not even remotely accurate. If we're running a white red deck here, we can just put planes in because planes don't fuck us. We're not splashing at that point. We're running a white red deck, and then 2 white is pretty damn approachable. The reason for Lyra is not the double white or not. It's not even our top like 6 or 7 white cards to put in the deck. So if we want to run that as a finisher, we could. I just think Sarkhan does Lyra's job but better. Is this maybe not a frenzy deck, chat? Like we've got mid range and top end and removal spells. Like it seems like frenzy is a solid card when you're low on gas, but it doesn't really feel like a frenzy deck to me. Casket's bad removal compared to the red stuff that goes face. Well, none of our red stuff goes face. Abrade doesn't go face. Lava Coil doesn't go face. Whirling Eruption only goes face at 7 mana. Scorching Dragonfire doesn't go face. So that's wrong too. Casket hits a fair number of things and deals with sticky shit a little bit better. Where's the text? I hit it because on my channel you have to earn the text. I think we're playing white and red here. I think it's a higher power level deck. The question is, what cards do we not play? Yeah, I did actually want Thundering Rebuke, and I kind of want Fight with Fire in this deck too. Yeah. This is a maybe. This card's a maybe. These cards are all maybes. Let's deal with that in a second. I have 16 lands in here. Curve ends at 5. One of our lands isn't a land. We're going to have to get plains in here as well. I don't think I can go below 16 if I want white sources in here as well. We have lots of things we wouldn't mind double spelling on. Tybalt's a maybe. How good is Phoenix of Ash, chat? I mean, it's powerful because it escapes, and it's powerful because it's pumpable. But it's expensive for a 3 mana 2/2. It's great. Okay. Well, chat's 100% correct about all things, so I guess it's great. Seems kind of medium to me. All right, how many 2s is this? It's 1/1, 2/2, 2 1s, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2s. I don't really want to go lower in the number of 2s we have. How good is the Hanged Executioner? Pretty low. The nice part about it goes a little bit wide is 2 1/1s, but 2 1/1s is not very solid. And it exiles big blockers, right? So it's like it's slow, expensive removal that also puts bodies on the board. It's probably not for this deck. We still need 3 out though. Chat says Daredevil is amazing. Surveyor is amazing. Lyra is amazing. Bolts of Citadel is amazing. Frask is amazing. Yep, we have amazing cards for sure. Up there. But this format is all cards. The definition of this format is basically 95% of the cards in this format are amazing, right? It's everything I want from a 2-drop. It isn't. It's just a 2/1 first striker, which is okay. Here, I'll put it in this list of cards we might add. And to be honest, I do want a 6th 2-drop if we can do it, but I don't know. Like we're 4 cards over right now. This card is maybe too slow. I don't have to play Integrity Intervention, but having some combat tricks as white-red tends to win you games. We've got Banefire and or Fight with Fire as reach. It's tough to kind of decide what we want for that. If we're aggressive enough. Hazard's good if we're dumping hand. If we're holding a bunch of fucking cards in hand, Hazard's not so good. Only point for Daredevil is he hard to block with the first strike. Correct. That's correct. I agree with that, Battle Hag. That's the only point in his favor. And if, well, second point in his favor. You draw him super late, you do get to take value out of your opponent's graveyard. But lots of times you just play him early and he's a 2-1 first striker for 2 and you're not that excited. Do we need Glass Casket? Hey, it's CMC 3 or less. We have other removal for CMC 3 and we don't have a lot of good removal for more than CMC 3. Kind of don't think I want to play Casket here. I mean, it's cheap. It's not instant speed either. And it does give it back if it gets removed, which I'm not very excited about. I can cut Executioner. The flying is nice. We don't have a lot of evasive creatures in here. Tokens are nice for things like Loxodon and Tajik as well. Mentoring as well as casting it cheaper. Are we missing any dwarves? Are you a legendary dwarf god? No. I think we'll be okay on white mana. We'll just play more white mana than we would for the cards we have for consistency's sake because we don't have that many double red spells that we care about. What is the equip cost? Equip is 2 on this card. Is this good? So what does it trigger the legendary on? What do I get +3/+0 on it from? I get it on Hazaret, Tajik, Magda. That's it. Do I want to play Tybalt? This is the second card that prevents opponents' life gain. The 1/1 Devils are pretty annoying. They ping things when they die, which is all fairly reasonable. It's a 3-drop, and it gives me decent value. I think Frenzy is a cut in this deck, chat. It's so fucking low. If you can't cast like, if you can't play three fucking spells off this, I think it's, we have to cut 2 still. So we play Tybalt, maybe. We're playing Thundering Rebuke. Are we playing both our reach cards and our 1 combat trick, which is also a reach card? Are we playing Thundering Rebuke? I kind of want to cut Frenzy. I kind of want to cut Toralf. Is this guy good? 5 mana, 5/4 trample is fine. When a creature, planeswalker, an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage. It just redirects leftover damage from like stuff. I mean, the hammer has reach though, right? The final piece of equipment is essentially reach. Since it's 2 mana cast it, 2 mana equip it, 2 mana unequip it, pings for 3. Although it pings for 3 at sorcery speed. It hits creatures though. It doesn't seem good to me. It seems very slow. Very slow and very mana intensive. I guess there's anti-synergy between Hazaret and Frenzy as well, right? Because you draw cards when you have Frenzy. And Hazaret wants you to not have cards. Although I guess you could... I guess when you get stuck, you could chuck cards out of your hand for damage. Ping is really slow. Do we care about a 4 mana 5/4? I don't know if we do. What if we took those 2 cards off? All right, what does this give us for things? All right, we're playing like 6 white cards or something. We'll figure out the mana in a second. We'll get a castle in here. We end up with 14 creatures with 2 1-drops and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-drops, and then 5 3-drops or something, with plenty of removal. All of it damage based though, which is a bit scary. The hammer's instant speed? I don't think it is. You can't unattach an equipment at instant speed, right? I guess I don't know is the answer. I guess equip. It doesn't say equip. Okay, so the unattach is instant speed. You're correct. Because it gives the creature an ability that just activates. It does require the creature tap, though, to do it, which is pretty fucking bad. It's not actually the equipping. It's not an unequip or something. So I guess it is. I guess the unequip is still is instant. I think I'd rather play. This. I'm a little concerned that we have 3 reach cards, right? There's games where we have too much removal in our hand because we have a lot of it, and there's a couple of games where we have too many reach cards in our hand, right? We have Banefire and Fight with Fire and Royal Eruption. But we did cut the stupid dude. I'm okay with this. This looks okay to me. All right. Cards we'd like to play. Squee, not really. Lava Runner, maybe. I want to play this Outcast, but we have too many good cards in our deck to put a 1/1 with no text on it in our game, in our deck. Well, no text till turn 6 or turn 7. Okay. All right, let's fix our lands. Aren't I playing 16 lands? Oh, it moved it. Okay. That's 7 and 8 or 8 and 7. It's going to be 8 and 7. Okay. Wait, we're playing 16 though. Okay, I keep doing this. All right. We have the tap land, right? 6, 7 plus the tap land is 8 red, and then we add 8 white. We could go 9. We have a lot of red tricks. I think it still might be 9, 6. 9, 6, 9, 7. Okay. All right. Can we make this deck better, chat? Are we playing our best cards? How do I go away from this, Plains? I want to see my deck list, dude. No. Done. Go back in. Look at it again. Okay. Glass Casket and Lyra are amazing. Why not play them? Because there's a card limit to the number of cards you want to put in your deck, and it's 40. So in this format, again, for like the 9,000th time today, is this format is all good cards. That's what the format is based around. So it's a matter of opportunity costs is the key words here. The best cards, I think, are in our deck already. Frenzy has anti-synergy with Hazoret. And it has anti-synergy with any sort of removal spell that we're holding. And it has anti-synergy with our finishers like Banefire and Fight Fire to Fire, or Fight with Fire. Take out Integrity for Lyra. It doesn't really accomplish the same thing. Integrity is a combat trick to allow us to attack into a board where we can't otherwise, as well as late game reach, and Lyra is just a creature at 5. And a double white creature with 7 white sources is not super exciting. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we can take advantage of Frenzy. We're going to like double spell and hit a land and be done every single time, and like barely double spell, and we'll spend an entire turn developing it. This is great when it's our last card in our hand, and it's really useless a lot of the rest of the time. So we're not playing our board clear. We're not playing our Hanged Executioners. Too bad. Hanged Executioner is actually kind of one of the ones I'm going to regret not having here, as it is the it is an answer to a creature that's bigger than 3 toughness, which I'm not sure we have. Okay. Kind of missed the squee. Okay. I think this is about where I get from. Maybe there's other ways to do this. I think maybe we could argue about a Banefire or possibly the this Royal. I do like how flexible both those cards are, though. All right. Why not Lyra? It seems like the name of this deck for sure. All right. We'll put Lyra's image in there. Okay. And then I assume it's said with an incredulous voice, so we're going to give it a question mark and an exclamation point. And we'll call it a day. All right. Let's do it. You guys think we can get 5 with this? Okay. Double dipping punctuation. Sometimes we have to. Shit, I need water too, chat. You don't think I can get 5 with this? I don't know. We have a pretty consistent 2-3 drop, 2s into 3 curve. Some nasty shit, a little bit of reach. It's okay. Why not Frenzy? Why not Lyra? Why not Frenzy Lyra? Oh, come on. Nine seven chat. It's much better. Okay. Ooh, do we get rid of Pyromancer because we have a 1-2, and if we draw a land, a 3? We go second. We might not be able to attack with Usher. Lava Coil is absolutely not the remove here. We're going second. We aren't able to attack with our creatures. Okay. All right. Getting paid off with our white 1-drop. That's right. Tap land. Tap land and get fucking hit in the face.
Fresh from the stagecoach.
Thank you, Duke Silver. What's up? It's all right, chat. We've deliberately mulliganed to make Hazoret come online sooner. Opponent plays he's got blue, black, white, green, and green again. I have 2 creatures on the board, opponent. How does Boast work? If I attack, I can activate this ability once per turn. If I attack with this creature. So this is a little 1-mana white 2/1 who generates 1/1 tokens if I want to invest mana every turn that I do that. Thank you for the 8 months, Lumberloa. And I could try to be a little less derogatory if you guys want for like explaining some of the decisions for this, but a lot of the why not questions are just really kind of lazy, right? It misses the fundamental stuff of that. You need to offer a card out for every card we put in. And the stuff we have is just better than the stuff that's being suggested. A little less dismissive. Derogatory is a weird word. Dismissive is probably the better word. All right, maybe we didn't play Phoenix here. He's clearly ramping into something, but we've got good removal in hand, and the other option was Boast. I'd rather put 2 power on the board. Chromatic Lantern. All of his cards do every mana type now. All right. So this is just a one mana discounted Loxodon. I could develop Hazoret too, but he's hasted, so I'd rather not. And it's not like I'm going to remove these cards from my hand anytime soon. I'm not taking a turn off. I'll just take a 4/4 for 4. It's fine. That sucks. 1 damage to each creature without flying and each planeswalker. Sure. Okay. He's probably pretty excited when I'm boasting with that. He's like, yeah, spend all your mana to get 1/1s. It's kind of annoying because I can't cast the Loxodon, right? I could have cast pre-combat, I guess. Alright, guy, you got the plays. Is it 2 or less to attack? I think it is. Nope, it's 1 or less. Okay. I remember it as 2, but alright. It's best I can do is a double spell there. I don't want to exile my own Phoenix. I want to rebirth it. I can remove it with Banefire. I don't think this exiles. No. Okay. Alright, I want to draw a land here. Dude. Did he just Golos into Field of the Dead, play a land to generate a guy? Fucking hell, man. He's at 11, which is too far away for this. So he had a... Huh. Okay. I don't like that we're going to lose to this. We're going to lose to Golos. He's got all the mana colors. So I have to get down to 1 card here to attack. I want to put that in the graveyard. I can't kill Golos. I don't have the mana to do it, so that's just not an option. And I can't cast my Loxodon right now. It's stuck in hand. Attacking with this just blocks into that. He's going to have multiple cards to play. Alright, I got a treasure tapping that. Sure. But how do I tap it? I think I just like it as a flyer. Do I just ping him for 1 in the face to attack with that? Alright, so I go to combat, tap the outlaw, he pays for itself. I could have played Loxodon without removing that. Maybe that was fine. Attack with the 5/4, it's just going to get chumped by the 2/2. He plays how many cards? Like 3 off the top of his deck and is guaranteed to be one of them a land. I really needed a land there. Banefire's for 1, chat. It's not an instant. I don't think I do anything here. I don't think I can. I could get mana, I guess. This thing is not worth anything on the ground anymore. It's just a chump blocker. Maybe I cast out the Bone Crusher? I don't even know. I don't hate holding Banefire. I don't mind developing another creature. Hazoret being dead in my hand by 1 card sucks. Okay, so we can rebirth the Phoenix, which is air damage. He's at 11 though, which is really high. He just hit us. Okay. Easy Golos plus Field of the Dead online, sure. Doing cube things, having fun with that. I'm a little jealous. That seems useful. Okay. Get my Hazard online. Thanks, buddy. He plays it again. He can double mana Golos right now. He's got... Oh my god. All right. We don't have a lot of time before this game is over, chat. Alright, that removes Golos, which I think is good enough. Tell you what, chumps Hazoret here, but Hazoret's a blocker for me otherwise. He can't kill it. I think it removes a 1/1 versus takes 2. It's fine. Alright, I might be able to stabilize if he hits a land or 2 now. So if he hits a land or 2, I can get the Phoenix of Ash going. See what I mean about the reach cards getting stuck in my hand, though? Maybe Banefire doesn't belong in this deck. It feels like the type of deck it is. An aggressive red-white deck, this is the reach to finish the game. But we're not playing so many lands. His Aura Reef, does this thing generate cards? Yeah, it does. Gives him 2 draw. Yeah. Draw 7 cards? No, he can draw 2 cards. He doesn't... The lands don't provide colors, right, chat? Lands are not colored cards, right? He's just gonna drain me out with the lantern. I didn't even know the lantern had more text. I thought it just did that. So it does like 25 things, huh? Okay. Dude, he's got so much land. Holy fuck. Dude, he just drained me from full with this thing. Well, I just went from 20 to 5 with just this card. Okay. I think I'm playing a deck that doesn't compete in this format, huh? We'll see. What is my goal here to win? Sacrifice all my creatures to this? Okay. I'm gonna lose 3 life the game. Yeah. I'm not dead on board pretty much. I'm 100% dead on board. I didn't realize that card could untack. I thought it was once at a time. It doesn't matter. It's not like I could have played differently around it. I still had to get down to 1 land to activate Hazoret, and I had to be able to attack. And I'm never attacking through on the ground there because there's a million fucking tokens off that life thing. So, all right. Only question is, I know it was bad that game. We got a little bit land screwed and we mulliganed that game. So like we're hurting anyways. But does Banefire belong in the deck as a finisher versus just another creature? Probably does. Or like a casket or something. Yeah. A few tweaks opponent's deck would fit. And you mean standard or constructed rather? Yeah. Field is blah. Yeah, that whole experience is pretty blah, wasn't it? Okay. Executioner, maybe. Still, I mean, it's a 3 mana 2/1/1s. That's not terrible. 2/1/1 evasive creatures. Double Golos activation is insane. Lyra wouldn't have done anything. I guess we'll mulligan again. I mean, I got 2 lands. I'm going second. Maybe not. Maybe I keep it. I can play this card. I can play that card. I can play that card. I guess this is a keep, actually. Okay. I mean... Yeah. Yep. Had his payoff cards with his with all of his fucking ramp garbage, right? And all of his mana. Very nasty. I'm sure it was fun to pilot. Hazoret's pretty strong. He's a little finicky. Okay. I believe this is a haster, right? Yeah. It's a she. That looks like an ungendered dog to me. How do we know it's a she? I mean, sure. We'll call her a she if she wants to be called a she. I don't care. But I don't know if I would have got she from that photo. Sacrifice Doom Necromancer. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your battlefield. Okay. Mana's a little awkward here. Next turn I can double a spell like that. Tajik is a 3/2 not first strike here. Haster. He probably blocks that, right? Do I want him blocking that? Kind of want to attack into an open board with this. I don't mind just lava coiling that either. I could Tibalt too. I don't mind just trading this either. I think it's actually just swing, be willing to trade, bring in Tibble. I guess this card becomes ridiculous if he has a way to get a creature into his graveyard, right? Exert? There's no exert on this. So the question is, do we think we can beat whatever card he cheats into his graveyard then pulls out of there? Depends if he's got it or not. It's really bad for my curve to remove that and do nothing else.
Show us. My friend is here to help your pain.
It's not super good with Tajik either. Tajik wants to be first striking if he can versus that. We'll see. I mean, what other... I don't know. This is a format I don't know. There's probably a million cards that put cards in his graveyard. So this is just a 2-2 right now, but it could be a fucking scary-ass 2-2. Does that give hexproof? No. You know, attack me, bro? Yeah, attack me. Accepted. No blocks. Just trample, right? Yeah.
I'll leave.
All right, I need to be able to do things. All right, still can't double spell. Not really. 1 mana doesn't get me anywhere. I need to remove this because it will lifelink for him now, which is too bad. I'm okay with roiling it. Lava Coil hits a little bit more of a target. There could be recursion. I don't know if it matters. I get reach out of that. I still don't know if it matters. I can't raise lifelink though, right? So although I could run out Tajik and just swing, maybe that's good enough. Maybe Tajik swing is okay. Or even rampaging Ferocidon, because then I'm not dealing with lifelink. Those are all fairly reasonable. I get a land. I don't hate that.
Return.
Thank you, Cold Monkey. For the 41 months, welcome back. A lot of options there. No 2 creatures to remove, so my mana doesn't work out perfectly. I could attack with Tajik and start mentoring, which does extra damage. It actually does 4 damage compared to 3 lifelinks. But I don't hate this either. This card denies him the ability to gain life right now. All right, kick for 4. If it was kicked, destroy target non-basic land. It's kind of annoying. Maybe he'll destroy his own non-basic land? What do you think, chat? All right. So kind of an awkward situation again. I mean, I'm just going to remove the lifelinker, then smash him with all of these. He's probably incentivized to trade off. I don't want him trading with this, so I don't want to leave that there. Otherwise, Tajik's fine too. I can also combat trick as well. So this is my way to double spell. I'm never getting to 7 mana. I might as well use this one. I should read this card if there's not more text on it. 2-1 haste, enters, but okay, that's fine. The client has been giving up our combat trick this entire time, so he knows I've got something. I don't even know if I save that. I mean, I can get in for 3, 5, 6, and you can't gain life. Chose one of my non-basic lands. Yes, he did unfortunately make the play where he chose one of my non-basics. Can Rebuke go face? No. But that can go face with 1 more land. So there's a question about whether or not to do that. It's only 1 more damage, but... yeah. So he can't gain life with the egg, can't gain life with the Shadow Spear. We got quite nice, actually, that we had the 2 anti-life cards there. Could save Royal Eruption for face. Oh, you're right. I keep forgetting that card. So I knew that it could go face, but I was suddenly thinking it would only go face as a kicker. Yep, that's absolutely right. Shouldn't have used Royal on the creature. I should have used one of my other removal on the creature. I keep forgetting the spell base portion of it also will do 3 damage to a face. Yep. Yep, absolutely right about that, Sean Smells. It's a mistake on my part. Did he draw field at the end? I didn't notice. I wish I had the Goblin Land Destruction guy. That guy seems cool. 2/1 haster with a goes to 3 kicker costs and destroys lands. Oh, going second with this hand, I guess. So we have to. Okay, I'm not gonna mulligan this. It's a little bit annoying not to have white land here. These cards are a little bit dead right now. Oh, never didn't have it. Okay. I'm just gonna remove that. Can't let him accelerate his land. He's also playing Boros. I think I just play out the giant. Other plays were Fight with Fire, the 3/3, which isn't terrible, but it doesn't develop my board at all. I don't think Honored Crop Captain is good enough there. It's just not mana efficient. Oh, it pings him as well? I didn't realize it pinged yourself. So this prevent all non-combat damage to be dealt to other creatures. So I want to block here. Why can't I block this? Oh, it's Menace. I didn't realize I had Menace. Oh, I see. This card is crazy. 3 mana, 3/3, Menace, players can't gain life, and it pings. It's really powerful. I would have preferred to trade with that one. It's not a big deal. Develop tap land. I've got 5 lands already. I don't have to use this as a tap land. I'm going to remove this with Fight with Fire. I could remove it with Bane Fire. This actually feels like the type of game where I might want my removal. It was banned for a reason. Was it banned? I didn't know that. Makes sense. The card's fucking nuts. So strong. 3 mana 3/3 is good on its own. Menace 3 mana 3/3 is pretty solid. Menace 3 mana 3/3 where players can't gain life is really strong. And then you give it extra pings. It's just nuts. Okay. Usher and Bodyguard. Okay. I think this is just Sarkhan make a dragon, right? Sucks because I mean this. I hate that he just refills his hand with this card. This card seems really good for the aggro decks. It's possible he's only got creatures in there, but it probably doesn't. Very scary. He's got 5 mana too. Huh. So we're obviously going to get in with Sarkhan. Might get in with the fucking dragon too. We could do 8 to his face. So he's got Bodyguard protecting the Berserker, and he's got a 5 mana setup to boast create the dragon next turn. If I get in with 8, hold the sack. Is there any way we can accelerate out to this? So if I drop land at 6, With that, it's 7. If I play this as a land, it's 8, but it's 2 turns away.
Might demands power.
I don't think it makes sense to play. So his turn is gonna be create a 5/5 dragon. There's no way he doesn't do that. Question is, do I chuck Sarkon at his face to leave him at 6? I guess I don't, because the issue is then I don't get the pings on the 1/1, so I take 4 more damage. And he's got to attack Sarkon anyways. I'm gonna save the 5/5 for the dragon so I can get in face damage there. We have 6 mana, so we can get in face. We can remove the dragon, get in for 4, then chuck another 4 at him for 8. So he's at 3. Maybe I just set up enough of a counterattack. Okay. He may forget about the dragon ping too. It's kind of obnoxious. It's easily forgettable. So Sarkon has done exactly what I described it in the drafting process, right? We could have, we could have 4/4 dragoned, life-linked angel dragon here, but instead we got 8 damage out of it instead of the 5 we'd be predicting out of it. He's attacking my planeswalker.
Listen to them roar. I will consume you. Come
He's
on.
dead. These creatures don't tap with that ability. It makes them vigilant and indestructible and gives them permanent +1/+1. It's just a really nice top deck. I can't protect this. There's enough damage to kill it, so I just let it die.
The dragon does not lose.
Wait, that one attacked me? I didn't notice. I would have saved that had I realized. Wait, they didn't all attack my guy? I should have just fucking protected it. I thought all of them attacked my guy. I thought I saw all lines to there. Oh my god. I think I just killed myself then. That sucks. Alright, here I can give all my creatures indestructible and swing. He has 1 good block here, no good blocks there. If he takes 7, it's all my mana to do this. Do we survive the counterattack? Jump for 4, take 3, 6, 9, 11, go to 1. Ew. Dead to any removal, any trick. I just killed myself with that fucking ability. They get vigilance? No, they don't. I can't kick it. Oh, hold on. What is it? What does that work? If I what now? Oh, if I cast it during my main phase. Okay. I thought it was even better than... Okay. Alright, I thought this was a kick spell, but this is fine. Daredevil's gonna get us value here if we can interact with that, and then yes, we get vigilance, and we're pretty fucking happy about it. We don't get our mana token off the dwarf because of that, by the way. But I think we could have just killed him if I had realized that creature was attacking face and not my guy. Well, 1 point for the guy who recommended Daredevil. And I think we would have got there anyways, maybe with him, but I'm not sure. So, it's good when the opponent plays bullshit fucking group pump spell that makes his features indestructible and vigilant. It's nice to be able to play that card versus him. All right, chat, I think it's beer 30. I'm going to go grab a beer and a water, and then we'll probably finish this draft up. Probably. Back in a second. In the meanwhile, everyone tell me why Lyra should have been in that deck. Okay? Try to make it as backseaty and condescending as possible. Be like, please, Filthy, Lyra's a good card. Why isn't it in your deck? If you could do that and just like don't give any validation for what I'd take out or like what the deck might be trying to accomplish or the other things that kind of do that role already but better. Just do that. Back in a second. I love you, chat. I love you. I love it. I'm going to read them because these are beautiful. Okay, let's take a look. Streamer doesn't know how good Lyra is. She should in your deck because reasons. Not a very good one. Lyra is the best card ever. It doesn't matter. What would you even replace it with? Why wouldn't you play it? Geez, Lyra has first strike. Because the deck is named after her. Because she's a good card. Why isn't it in your deck? Actually, Lyra is a really good card. And it's really stupid to not play her. Oh my god. I don't think you understand the power of late game Lyra. I think Lyra should have been in here because of the maximum amount of annoyance. Lyra has an orange icon. That's a must play. She has flying. No one likes a flappy enemy. Nice chat. Nice. Appreciate it, guys. Okay. Should have drafted Maul over Lyra. Probably not wrong. It's really hard in this format to get any sense of it. We weren't initially starting out as an aggro deck. We just kind of got there. All right, 1-drop into 2-drop, into lands, into removal, into pump spells. It's amazing how we managed to go second 4 times out of like 5 games on this deck. But here we are, doing that. That gets removed every single time. Question is with what? Maybe he'll block and I can get a cheap one. No blocks, okay. I can't let him ramp with it. It's just too bad for us. So this is lowest damage. But Ghost Face, he's getting pretty low already. I think this is probably Rebuke. Rebuke hits Planeswalkers is all. We'll just do Lava Coil. It's fine. Yeah. What if my opponent is Lyra? Not wrong. Could take a turn off to play Loxodon. Could just remove it with Rebuke. Could wait to see if he blocks. Unfortunately, if he blocks here, it kills my Usher. And he will always block. He will always block there. I could just bluff with Hallowblade, not really bluff. It costs me 2 cards. I think all of these are worse than just attacking. Loxodon not doing so much here. And here, 5 brings him to 8, brings him to 6. I think I wait one more turn on that. I can't do this to myself, right? And his graveyard doesn't have any removal in it. Okay. It's a little bit tempting because it fits my mana curve so nicely. I guess this can go up top with one more land. I'm not expecting mono red to be a lot of life gain. Okay. That was your turn? Like your whole turn? Well, I mean, that's your right. Goes to 5. So we end step and intervention him, main step royal him next turn. Call it a day. I could royal him now and develop another attacker too. I think this is fine. We'll do it surprise. I missed lethal. Did I? What was the board? Integrity and loyal? Maybe. There's still interaction. I guess it's indestructible. Probably did miss lethal. Let me think about that. So what was the board with this? Just here? Oh, you just want me to do it then? I don't know, man. Guess you gotta drop white mana and play Lyra and then healed. I guess I can make him block this first. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. Let's just go. Go. When you attack, pumped into... No, dude, you can't give me miss lethal from like 3 turns out. He already let me attack, dude. Okay. When you attack, pump him to 5, you get him 3, then royal last turn. I'd have to see it. You probably I can't actually envision the board state right now for what it was. So there was a turn where you removed my 2/2, and I don't remember which one. Okay. I honestly don't remember Mendoza. Been streaming it all day. It's kind of a mush. You're probably right. I have no reason to think you're not. The only time that sometimes chat will give me lethal suggestions were like, that's lethal when the opponent has untapped mana and things they can interact with. And Hallow Blade is a lot harder to interact with. So if it was based on Hallow Blade being pumped, maybe. So 3-1, yep. Okay. Are we going second again somehow? Oh, we're going first. Nice. Good enough, Tragic Booty. Thanks. All right, hand's okay. We've got a really hard to kill attacker and Hazarat for when we have low cards. That seems pretty good. We are going first, which is super nice with this deck. Already drunk. What a lightweight. If only Lyra was here to prevent me from getting drunk. I'm going to 2-point Banefire it. Like, these hit other things. That hits face, and this hits quite a lot of damage. It hits my mana curve perfectly, too. It's unfortunate, because we've been playing this a lot, is exactly this type of thing. Am I losing or winning today? We went 6-3 with our first one. Our second one was pretty bad. It was 1-3. Our third one was 4-3, and this is now currently 3-1. So we're doing a bit of both. Seems very slow. I can remove it too. Remove it later. I want to draw land next turn. Don't go fucking hexproof, you piece of shit. Let's count the numbers. How many is this? Flying, first strike, death touch, hexproof, lifelink, Menace, reach, trample, vigilance, +1/+1. 1 in 10. 10%. Thank you. Okay. Alright, I can double spell here, but I still can't attack. I can double spell. I have to. Damn, that doesn't quite work. Although I can use I should have end stepped fucking Hollow Bladed. That would have done the trick here. Well, I can discard with Hollow Blade, but discarding on Hollow Blade taps it. So I'm not sure I get a better attack here. And I can still like end step or in response do them something like that. I'm probably discarding Usher here. I don't think it does very much on this board. I can get in a pretty shitty. I mean, I can always go face with Royal. So I guess any draw. If I discard Usher on his end step, any draw activates Hazoret. Guy's at 11 though. It's not that low. Hazoret's been pretty bad for our deck so far. It's kind of surprising. Got +1/+1. That's probably the second best one for it to have on this board with a 3/1 attacker. I mean, for fuck's sake. Yeah, do that. I know what I can do. Oh, it didn't get that. It got Vigilance. I thought that it got +1/+1 from heroic reinforcements. Okay, that's fucking fine. No one gives a shit about that. So I guess I pre-combat remove the 1/1 and then swing with both. Am I enjoying Cube? I find it a little. I like low-powered draft sets, not high-powered draft sets, because I like this. I don't like the swinginess. So this is okay. The games have been really swingy, like insanely swingy. It's 3 to discard, right? So. Okay. Giant with hexproof. I think this game would have already been over if that wasn't hexproof. Okay. Can't block, mind you. I can always activate to ditch one card to throw it to face, right? Yeah. It's a nice card. Prevents lifelink. I could just play it pre-combat and still discard with the mountain. That seems good enough. He will chump the 5 and only take 3, but I think it's a better thing on the board here. Lyra's an out for him. He can't gain life right now with the Ferocidon out. So I don't know that Lyra's an out for him. You may exile target non-land permanent opponent controls. That's almost an out for him. So he goes to 1 now. He eats my Raptor. Oh, he can't block the Raptor. So he goes to 1 because it has Menace. He goes to 1 here. And if he summons a creature, he loses. Am I blocking with Howlblade? I mean, he blocks this every time with Howlblade. It just costs me a card. Okay, you need to win with those creatures. Unless he's got removal, I suppose. That creature can't block, so it isn't so much confident attacks as it is he can't block with a creature. Didn't really want to draw another land there. We have a lot of outs for us in our deck, but we can lose if we don't draw one of them in my lifetime. It's been 3 land draws in a row. So we have... He can life gain again too if he can find a way to do it. Cards we're looking for. We're looking for Banefire. We're looking for any... let's see. Any of the direct damage to face spells. We don't have that many left in the deck. We already played our Banefire. And our Royal. So we don't really have anything for that. I guess... And now I can't remove this either. I mean, that will work. Yeah, Daredevil would have worked. Intervention works. What else could have worked in our deck? There's quite a lot. Let's take a quick look through our deck. What else would have hit there? Let's see. Sarkhan probably actually doesn't work. Lyra wouldn't have worked. Tybalt would have been pretty close to working. He's at 1. So you'd have to have found a way to exile those devils. That would have killed him. That wouldn't have. Giant would have. Pyromancer would have. Earthshaker. A haster on that board. He had 1 blocker. I think that would have killed him too. If the board was Angel, the 3/1 that can't block, and the 2/1 that can block, then Earthshaker would have been lethal too, because we could have made it so the 2/1 couldn't block, and only the Angel could with 2 attackers. Devil would have killed him. Bomat wouldn't have. We had a fair number of outs there. Okay. A fair number of outs. All right, oh shit, what was that win? Was that win 4 or win 5, chat? Going second on this hand sucks. I mean, we got a mana 2 removal, but we'll see. It's a good hand. We got all of our mana and everything else. Oh, what? No, I don't wish to concede. Thank you for offering. Okay. 4, you think? Okay. I think do I Thunderous Rebuke anything? Oh god, it's okay. It's not. This is like drew my 5-drop in a land. It's really unfortunate. Would have really liked to have gotten value out of this and started pressuring board. A lot of open mana here. Don't have double red. This is 2 creatures before Loxodon, which seems okay.
I would be honored to break your mind. The more, the messier.
What does this thing do? Ah, I see. It's a 3/1 flyer to kill my Tybalt. Awesome. Great.
New torches are
Must be nice going first here, buddy. Must be nice. Alright. I could just Loxodon here. It's a 4/4. Loxodoning into 4 mana is really unexciting. I don't have second red. Somehow I have 4 white. Makes half of my deck dead. Could remove it, but it's a fucking 1/1. I think I just try for it. Probably gets countered, but oh well. Still an accelerated 4/4. Kind of salty about that land breakdown right now. Can I have my mountain so I can play my game, Watsy? Yeah, you should remove the 2/2. Not brazen borrow it. You should fucking remove it so I can... Really nice answers to Tybalt, huh? 3/1 flyer combined with a bounce for the token that got pumped. Okay, that's a 6/5 that cruised for 3. That seems really bad news for me. I need my braid like last turn already. Okay. If only I had Lyra. If only I had fucking red lands, huh? Or went first here. So I can get in for 4. I don't think there's anything else in my deck that survives that creature. So I guess I'm fucking removing this. This is a 3/1. That always happens. Oh, I can't even double spell because I need white red. So I can't remove and play another thing. Oh, well, we just lose then. If I can't do 2 things here when I have 5 mana and plenty of cards to cast with 2 and 3. I guess I saved 3 damage by playing this first. Since I either get 1 face if he casts his Brazen Borrower, and then he swings for 9, or he taps here to nuke this away. Horrible start for my deck. Yeah, I mean, there's no way to come back from this. We went second. He had clean answer. We had no turn 2 play. We didn't draw any of our 1s or any of our 2s. Our turn 3 play was cleanly countered by what he has, and he's pulling into creatures like this that just destroy my stuff, right? Sarkon would have been gas there. Would have been something there. Okay. I mean, I'm willing to sit through maybe another turn. Okay. That's enough of that. Alright, so he took an extra turn, attacked me twice with the 6/6 flyer, and then did these things. I mean, like, this is what I'm talking about with this format. Like, I don't know. I like low power draft formats, right? Because I like the back and forth, the eking out of advantage, the small incremental advancement towards a win. I'm not so keen on the, oh, I won, I just played this card and it let me win kind of option. It's a little bit more painful. So, and that happens quite clearly in this format a lot. No Lyra, no win. That's true. Alright, we're missing white mana now. We're still going second. That's... I think we've had 2 going first and 5 going second again. Okay. Probably should have just walked away at 4 wins. Been like, that's enough for me tonight, chat. I've done some nights where I just like jam. That's a nice draw. Where I just jam drafts. I'm almost always salty when I play this on my own. There's my second red mana. Not wrong. Not wrong. Okay. Weird. I always forget that Pyromancer can go my own face if I wanted to. So Tybalt matches up nicely versus that, but if he just like doesn't do anything here, no, that's not doing anything, is it? It's the opposite of not doing anything. It's doing like 12 things at once. I want Tybalt out on this board, I guess. Two non-land cards, so he's a little mana screwed. including one that's really high tempo. I mean, we have removal for this. It's super bad news for us. I think this is just Tybalt. I don't think I'm attacking, so I want to trade with the 1/1.
My assistants are painfully sloppy.
Tybalt's been pretty bad so far. It feels like it should be okay in this deck. 1/1s that ping things and the preventing of life gain. But it's been pretty bad. I don't know what this card does. Oh, it's just a different name for the same fucking card.
Oh, they're so cute.
I think it's this plus intervention. Or integrity, I guess. I mean, sure, it's a tap land. Pretty nice for us. The 1 mana trick being so valuable at 1 mana as opposed to 2 there. Like, we have so many 2 mana removal spells that we've been unable to combo with Tajik, so it's so nice to get that off. I was about to say, you know what fucking blows me up is a fucking Wrath. What a prick. Wow. Okay. Can't plus this. Can Banefire for 4 to his face, but it's super unexciting. I mean, if he's got the 5 mana Wrath here after the 2-drop and the 3-drop and we're going second. Again, if we were going first here, this game would be over. He'd be at fucking like 7 or 8 and we'd be dead. It's a little bit frustrating. Create a 1/1 bird token with flying. You gain 2 life. We prevent that. Whenever one or more of your creatures with flying deals combat damage, look at that player's hand and draw a card. You may put a card from outside the game on top of your library. Okay. So that resolves. Can't draw a lava coil here. I have to draw something that does something. What an unexpectedly bad fucking draw. Okay. It's one-off rebirthing that thing.
Alas, build shall we begin?
That's a fucking card.
Feel the heat of my flames. I summon you.
I don't know. I don't know if minus was better there or not. Getting attacks out of Tybalt seems okay, but I suppose if I had the dragon on board to ping flyers, it might have been better to minus there. If he has an answer to Sarkon, I lose my dragon, right?
I learned a few tricks on Kaladesh.
So I get 2 4/4 flyers out of this. If I plus, I can remove this blocker. What does this thing alt do? 9. Okay. So I could Royal plus Bowmat. Or I could even hit him face. He's got a lot of mana and he could have cast this. So he's got something else here. I like the reach, but this is reach too. So I guess I am pinging away this. Settle would be brutal. I mean, if he's got fucking Cleansing Nova into Settle, what can I do about that? There's not a fucking thing I can do about that, man. I don't think I can play around it. So Settle beats me, for sure. You think I can play around Settle by just attacking with Tybalt here? I don't. I mean, maybe. It's 6. It's 5 if it hits. Puts him at 8. 8's pretty fucking far away. I don't trust this mana, though. He would have cast something. That's the problem, right? I have reach with Banefire. I don't have reach from 8, though. Dude, I should be minusing if I'm doing this. I think this is a little bit of a cowardly attack. We've already been board wiped once when we had pretty dominant board. I mean, it's clear he's got something or this card would be in play. So maybe that's an argument for it. I'm being talked out of it by chat. We played around it. I'm not sure it was good.
Game over.
I forgot we got lands out of it. Yeah, Banefire having a bit more reach is relevant. What's the minus for this? Oh, it's just Great Dragons. What is this? I don't know what the card does. Wins him the game if he casts it twice or something?
This will keep an eye on.
Wait, did it heal him? Can I see the card? You put it in your... There it is. All right, fucking hell. Gain 7 life. Okay. It's 9 to ult that.
Magnificent!
Not drawing action was rough. I would have played... Personally, I probably would have just attacked and settled and lost right there. Because I don't think we can beat him once he's... once he gets to establish, right? So now he digs 4 with this. Gets to there. Uses Tesseret, draws that. We're 1 turn away from dead. So, I mean, that card... I mean, look at this deck. Settle, Cleansing Nova. He's not even doing it. It doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you just win the fucking game, you stupid prick?
I know how this ends.
Guess he can do it next turn and not matter. Dude has Settle and Cleansing Nova and a 7-point heal versus this deck. It's brutal.
Listen to them roar. You are bold.
I can't kill him, right? Maybe he'll shuffle his deck. Yeah, shuffle your deck with Evolving Wilds. That'd be helpful. The fact he's back at 20 is insane. Like, insane. Could you shuffle your deck? Yeah, Evolving Wilds. Shuffle your deck. I don't understand. I think he missed a chance, right? He could have cast that last turn. The board was pretty stable.
1 step behind.
I mean, he's a couple cards away. He just manually draws this in 2 turns. Do I lose loyalty if opponent chumps the Sarkon? No, it's not. You don't trade loyalty for that. No. So what's my reach right now? I have 5, 6, 7, 8. So I hit him for 7 only. Okay, opponent just takes another turn. Sure, why not? Why not? Yeah, I gotta say, chat, it's been entertaining. This format has been entertaining, but it's not been fun.
I will consume you.
Like, there's crazy shit happening in here, but they haven't been fun games.
A little pain won't
By and large, I haven't felt like we're playing the same game here, and perhaps it's because I just don't have enough. I don't have enough knowledge about the format itself, right? Like, so I don't know enough about the cards in it to build the sick combos you need to compete in Cube. But these haven't been fun. Well, you okay, let's quickly ban some fucking idiots from chat so I never have to listen to them again. That was you, lunatic. Sacrifice a creature or planeswalker. Okay. All right. Yeah, the guy telling me I play Red Burn. This is the 4th deck we played today in a draft format. In a draft format in which we have played the decks we've been drafted. That we're drafting. Like, don't play mono red aggro. Do you not know what draft is? Are you too stupid? If you're too stupid, just shut your mouth. That's how that works. Just don't open it. You're fine. Nothing bad happens. If you don't open your mouth, no one gets to see how stupid you are. Got it? Like, it seems so easy. I can't beat this card next turn. Not only did it, I mean, we're not even close, right? He'd be at 9 if he hadn't healed for that. I mean, from here, we'd have a 7-point burn. I don't think so. I mean, I've got a hasted attacker. Maybe he won't cast a spell that wins him the game. What do you think? I think he's going to cast a spell that's going to win him the game. Personally. Well, that's me. So. Imagine just telling someone in a draft format not to play. Don't play mono red. We got run the fuck over today by at least 2 aggro decks that were just insane. Just absolutely insane. The idea that he thinks blue-white control beats mono red aggro, which we aren't even playing, by the way, since, by the way, we're playing white-red, is also insane. Like, that's what red aggro is supposed to be doing, is beating that kind of shit, right? Go under them before they get too dominant. I can't beat this, though. We're going to be forced to discard by this. I mean... he's not close to ulting that. I mean, we die here. So, I mean, maybe we could just go first a couple games. I feel like if we went first this game, we'd probably... I don't know about probably okay. We had a chance at being okay. Was that fun? We got to 4 again. 4 is like losing a small amount of money. 4 is where Wizards wants you, right? You think you have a chance, but you're still bleeding coins to them. I don't know. Okay. This format seems insanely swingy. Okay. All right. I think that's gonna be me done for the day. I don't know if I like it or not. It's some crazy cards. The cards I've never played. It's kind of exciting seeing all the new stuff. The really sick combinations of stuff are brutal though. There's like, it's in draft too. So like sometimes you'll just see this, you're like, oh, those cards go together like that. That seems really powerful together. I guess I'll just concede. So I guess you're trying to do that faster than your opponent's doing that. Seems like you need to know a lot of the cards in there for that though. So maybe a format that favors the people with pretty heavy knowledge of the game, because it doesn't seem to favor me very much. We did okay. 2 4-win drafts, 1 6-win draft, and 1 1-win draft. So I think that puts our final record at 8-6-1, right? for 15. And then 15 and 12 was our final record for the day, which is kind of not that great, but it's okay. It's okay. Basically break even on coins, get to play a full day of Magic. To be fair, I'm streaming Magic because I'm a streamer, so it's okay, I suppose, to be play a day with basically equal. Payouts, yep, choose prediction for sure. Best of 3 is better for Cube. Yeah, maybe there is a best of 3 format. I'm habitually playing best of 1 right now because I'm somewhat interested in the ranking. I'm kind of curious what that looks like. Maybe we should be playing best of 3. It's an interesting idea. The cost is similar. How long do we have for this? Is this back for a couple days? Maybe we'll play this on Wednesday. That might be fun. Best of 3, much harder. Best of 3 is less variance. It's not harder. You're playing the same people. It doesn't get harder. Best of 3 is lower variance. You have a better sense of what your opponent's doing and you get to react to them better. It generally favors people who think through the game a little bit more. So I don't think it's much harder. Anyways, I'm out of here. I think I'm going to host a friend on the way out. Let's see who's streaming. Maybe we'll get a Magic streamer and see what that looks like. I was really hoping to see Joe streaming, but he's not. Let's give Voxy a raid. Say hi to Voxy. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good couple days. And I'll catch you guys soon. Have a good one. Later, guys.